Hello, hello, you beautiful, brilliant minds. Okay, so today I got a question about mindset. So somebody asked me, what is the difference between hypnotherapy and mindset? And, if I really start working on my mindset, is it possible that I just don't need hypnotherapy? So I want to start off by saying that you don't need hypnotherapy. Like, nobody needs hypnotherapy per se, right? Hypnotherapy is a tool just like anything else. Like if you go to the gym, all the weights in the gym are tools, right? The walking machine, the treadmills, the bikes, everything has a part in helping you reach your peak physical health, right? Diet, exercise, all those things have a place in how to change your body. Hypnotherapy is a tool that, if you use the right way, is going to get you quicker results, very, very quick results. So here's the difference though between using a tool like hypnotherapy and using the power of mindset. When you decide, okay, let's choose the weight loss thing, right? That you want to lose weight, and you start reading all these books and listening to podcasts and talking to your girlfriends and talking to your husband and looking up diets and pinning things on Pinterest, you're gathering conscious knowledge. So this is why have you ever gone to a party and there is a person that is clearly not healthy giving you tips on how to lose weight, on how to get healthy? They know a lot of diets, but they're clearly not implementing, or it hasn't worked for them. You can just tell the results are not showing up for them. And here they are giving you advice. And so, one thing I hear a lot of people say is don't take advice from people that are not where you want to be, from people that, so in this scenario, you don't want to take advice from someone who clearly doesn't look like they're losing the weight. But I actually disagree with that. I think most people have a lot of knowledge, and it's the right knowledge. Most people have heard of a ton of diets and they know a lot of right things to do, but they don't know how to implement it. They don't know how to become that person. They don't know how to accept that behavior into their body. So someone can tell you, hey, I bet you if you wake up every day at 5 a.m. and go for a 2-mile run around your house and then eat clean all day, and you do this consistently for a few weeks, you're going to lose 20 pounds. Would you disagree with that? Would you disagree with that if the person that is telling you, do you think it matters if the person that is telling you is like this fit Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime, or this like big person that clearly never works out and eats too much junk food? Do you think it matters if either one of them is telling you? Not really. You probably have enough common sense to know, I can see why that would work. Like the math is mathing, right? So, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you don't know how to accept that in your being. So you can accept it with your mind. It can make sense. The math in your mind, and you can see that something is clearly going to work, right? If you put in certain work into your business, of course your business is going to blow up. If you feel a certain way about yourself, of course people are going to be attracted to you. You're going to have great friends. Now, the problem is that people learn this knowledge and they just kind of hoard it in their mind. And so that's what becomes mindset, because now you're looking at Facebook comments, you're looking at Instagram comments of really negative people. You're watching the news and you're just thinking, gee, if people were just more positive. And you're there patting yourself on the back because you're thinking, I am a positive person. I see the bright side of everything. So why do I have such bad luck? Why won't my business take off? Why can't I lose the weight? I have hope. I believe in myself. I know how to do it. Why isn't it working? Well, because the answer to that is you are subconsciously rejecting it. Your subconscious beliefs are not matching all that conscious knowledge. So you're not implementing it, right? So let's say, again, you're really into health. You want to lose weight. You know, all the things, you're ready. But somewhere deep inside of you, you created the programming that said, you know what, I don't want to get healthy. It's not fun. It's not fun. It's fun. It's fun to eat junk food. It's fun to eat the tacos. It's fun to have, 5 margaritas. It's fun to drink the syrupy stuff. It's just fun. It's not fun to be healthy. I don't like that. So you've created this paradigm, this belief that to be fun, you have to be unhealthy. You're not thinking that consciously. Consciously, you know better. You've been reading all the books. You've been listening to the podcast. You're way smarter than that. Absolutely, you're smarter than that. You know better. But subconsciously, you don't think it's fun. You don't agree with it. You don't agree with anything that's up here. Subconsciously, you're like, hell no. I'm going to be stuck, being miserable. Live a little, right? Live a little, live a lot. I need to eat food. I'm going to die anyway. And that's who you believe yourself to be deep down. If you don't know who you believe yourself to be, look at your results. Look at your life. Look at your bank account. Look at your relationship with your partner, with your children, with your friends. Look at your body. If you're not healthy, if you're not wealthy, and I'm telling you from experience because I'm a Virgo, I am think, and I went into psychology since before middle school. I had a ton of psychology books when I was in middle school. I knew I was going to be a therapist. When I became a hypnotherapist, I had to go through extensive training about the mind. So I know a lot about the mind, but my results were still not showing up in my body, in my real life, until I started taking my own product, right? Until I decided to have a hypnotherapy session of my own, until I decided to start changing who I am and how I see myself, not just consciously, but in my mind. Your body is part of your mind. The way you act, the way you react, the way you respond when someone is not agreeing with you, when someone is not being kind to you, when things are not going your way, and how you respond when things are going your way, when everything is just flowing in your day-to-day, when there's not a lot to do. What do you do with that time? That's who you are. That's who you are. And if you decide, damn, I want to scroll on my phone, I want to eat another snack, I want to just chill and watch TV for the rest of the day. And if you're doing that every single day, and the only thing that shakes you up is a little bit of drama, a fight with your spouse, a money worry, something a coworker did, then that's just the way you create life for yourself. Because if you were to decide, you know what, no, I'm wealthy, I'm healthy, I'm fun, I'm free, I'm going to go live a whole life. I'm going to, in like a year. And every year I'm going to live another whole life. And I'm going to keep growing, keep expanding, keep becoming, keep helping, keep being the fullest expression of myself, which is God, because we are all an extension of God, right? And when you think about it in that way, it seems So ridiculous to think that you could ever be poor or unloved or bored or disrespected. It's like you're literally a particle of God, you're holy, and you are being given this gift to allow God to express itself through you. And with that power, you have the power to draw in the life that you want. And all you have to do is say yes to it on a subconscious level so that you can go out and really see results. Then, you realize, oh, okay. Yeah, so it is different. It is different to just think that something is possible, to think that I can have results, to think that things are going to be better, because that energy kind of keeps you in hope, in one day, in eventually I'll get there. It puts the woman you want to be, puts her over there, and you think you're over here, and then you'll one day get there. But then do you see how that becomes repetitive? And you just do that every day, and that's the energy you're in. And so that just becomes your truth. One day I'll do that. One day I'll be that. So with hypnotherapy, what we do is that we find out through a rapid transformational hypnotherapy session, we find out, first of all, the truth of who you are. So we go into your subconscious, because sometimes people don't know. Sometimes, again, because they know so much. The women I work with are very smart, and they know a lot. And they think they know it all because the ego is like, well, I already know this. I already know this, right? I'm not going to take another masterclass. I'm not going to take another coach. I'm not, because I already know all this. And then they shame themselves. They shame themselves and they say, well, I know better. Why? What's wrong with me? Nothing. Nothing is ever wrong with you. You're always in the lesson, and when you're done with the lesson, you will move past the lesson. You will make decisions from a different place. You can do that at any moment. You can really do that at any moment. Even if you can't physically get out of a situation currently, you can still more than change your mindset. You can change your being. You can change who you are. And that's going to give you results a lot faster, because once you become a certain person in your body, then all of a sudden you're not willing to accept results from the person that you once were, right? Someone who decides they're going to eat super clean and become a bodybuilder and just be the best, healthiest version of themselves, you can put a whole tray of McDonald's in front of them. They're not going to touch it. They're going to be completely disinterested. Their goals are going to be, that's just not who they are. They're training to be a bodybuilder. Like it doesn't matter. If you put a Disney fan like me in front of a bunch of Harry Potter stuff, we're not going to care. It's just not, we don't see ourselves as a Harry Potter fan. We see ourselves as a Disney fan. You could be both, but do you get what I'm saying? Once you decide who you are, when someone tries to give you something, or life tries to give you something that's in opposition to that, you're just not going to care. You're going to be disinterested. So again, with RTT, what we do is we go inside of your mind and we ask your mind, okay, well, who really are you? Why can't, Janet lose weight? Why can't Tiffany, find the love of her life? Why does she keep self-sabotaging her business? Why? And then the mind, the subconscious mind, will tell us the truth. Well, it's because of the sexual trauma. It's because it's not fun. It's because I'm afraid of responsibility. It's because my mom used to tell me I was good for nothing. So deep down, that's what I believe. Oh, well, there it is. And then through hypnotherapy, instead of spending years of cognitive therapy, we clear it. Right then and there, we find the root, we clear it. And then through the process of repetition and hypnosis, in a 30-day period, we change that belief. We change that belief to you now believing that you are the new person. All the results you have right now, what your life looks like, they're based on the decisions you made yesterday. So it's like the past. The past is showing up in your life. And it's reflecting everything you think you are. Because those are the choices you made. So if you think you're a victim, if you think people are out to get you, if you think, that things don't work out, then you act from that place and you get those results. If you believe that you are the best thing since sliced bread, if you're grateful and in love with life and curious and just calling in the money and feeling genuinely, truthfully at your core, ready for abundance and love and happiness and laugh out loud moments and travel, then you'll see those results. But it can't just be things that you think, because I know a lot of people like to, when people say visualize, like if you've ever done a meditation, a lot of people, what they do is they close their eyes and they go up here. And they're like, oh yeah, it's almost like you're using the restroom. They're like, oh yes, I'm thinking about it. I am rich, but it's all up here. And they never lock it into their cells. And so they never act it out. They never become it. And so that's the power of hypnotherapy. It helps you figure out who you truly are. It helps you clear the lies. You know what? I'm going to take that back. They're not lies. When you were little, something happened. So let's say that you have to be you're a quiet person. You're afraid to speak out. And let's say that the reason why that was created on a subconscious level was because when you were little, your mom was always like, shut up, or your dad, be quiet, don't ask for anything, don't bother people. Kids should be seen, not heard. Then you needed that programming to survive because they were providing for your food, your shelter, your love. They were your lifeline. So that's the programming your little mind had to create, but it's old programming. So it's not necessarily that it's a lie. It's just old programming. It was true at one point, and you are so brilliant. Your mind is so brilliant that it did what it had to do to survive. But if it's not serving you now, if you want to start a business and you can't have conversations with clients, if you can't go live, if you can't show up for your business, then it's outdated programming, right? So we upgrade the belief system. We upgrade the thoughts. We release the old patterns that are in the past for 7-year-old you, and you become the new woman that you need to be, that you want to be, that you choose to be, that you decide to be. That is the power of hypnosis versus mindset, where you just believe and you know and you understand and you conceptualize and you agree with. And truthfully, I think a lot of people that are just on mindset, also they almost get I get a lot of people that are very good at mindset, and I only know this also because I understand it also because that was also me. They have anxiety because they understand things and they look at people that don't have the right mindset and they're like, oh, why are people so difficult? Why are they so dumb? Why are they so mean? And they're judging them. They're judging them because they're like, oh, if only people would change. But that judgment comes from the ego. And that ego is only there if the trigger triggers you because you believe it. So if you're saying life is beautiful, life is beautiful, life is beautiful, and then somebody else over here says life sucks, everybody's stupid, and then you go, no, why would you say that? People are great, life is good. But you get mad. If this one gets mad, if they are allowing that trigger to affect them, it's because deep down they believe this person. They believe them because deep down, this person's not seeing the results. They're thinking all the positive thoughts. They're doing all the things, listening to all the books, but they're not seeing the results. And they're not seeing the results because all the information they know is stuck in their brain. It hasn't come deep into their subconscious mind. And so therefore they're not being truthful. They're not really being the person that they think they are. And you can tell that by the results in their life. So that's the power of hypnotherapy. That's what it does for you. It lets you see that lie, and it lets you become, not just think. It lets you become the woman that you are trying to be. There's no reason why anyone should be going year after year after year saying, this is my year. This is the year I'm going to change my body. This is the year I'm going to fix my relationship. This is the year I'm going to go to Italy or Greece. This is the year I'm going to take my kids on that magical vacation. Time goes by like this. It goes by really fast. And the longer you sit on the beliefs you have now without doing anything, the more you suffer, the more you put that weight on your body, that stress on your family, you start projecting. And there's no need for that, because if you have the power to do that, and remember, you are an extension of God, then you have the power to do great things. You have the power to create a life that you want. You have the power to manifest the most beautiful life that you then get to share with your children and with your spouse and with your mom and with your in-laws and with your cousins and with your aunts and with needy people. But you can't do that if you're in victim conscious. If you think things are not working out for you. If you think you've tried everything. You may know everything. You may very well know everything. You might have spent a lot of time knowing things, but if you haven't programmed your being subconsciously to also be that person, then it's just wasted knowledge. It's just sitting there. It's like money in a bank that's not going anywhere, right? That's not how money works. If you have your money in a bank, it's moving, it's serving other people, it's flowing. You have a responsibility to put all that knowledge to use. It needs to flow through you as an expression of God. It needs to flow through you so you can implement, so you can travel, so you can make a lot of money, so you can love unconditionally, so you can allow yourself to be loved unconditionally. So you can be healthy. So you can, 50 years from now, be that fit grandma. Everyone should be a fit grandma. Everyone should be a fit grandpa that gets to run around with their grandkids and live life fully. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with that. I think I went a little bit over. Hopefully this wasn't too long. But if you have any questions, please feel free to DM me. Any questions about coming into the RTT program? I do have spaces available for single sessions. When I say single sessions, I mean for one thing. So if you have one thing that you know would have like a domino effect on your life, whether that's weight loss or money issues or love life issues, we would work on that one thing for 30 days. I also have the Freedom Trifecta. That is a 3-month process where we work on 3 different things. So if you know you're like, okay, I'm trying to reprogram all of me. I'm gonna reset my finance subconscious beliefs, my health subconscious beliefs, my love life subconscious beliefs. It doesn't have to be those 3. It could be any 3 that you choose. But I'm just gonna go like all in. And that's the Freedom Trifecta. But I also have a lot of other programs. I have workbook and hypnosis programs that are at a more affordable price point. They'll start at $37. So you can go to the link in my bio to the shop button, and that will show you all the options. There's some really great options. There's some really great options there to help you reprogram your subconscious beliefs. All right, I love you. I will see you